catheter or line, there may not be a doctor that is qualified to do that in your facility. And so what they do with telemedicine in rural areas is they will actually they'll have an expert on one line and they'll video telemedicine into the patient room. It's so awesome, very cool. So what that does is that means that if you're the family, your loved one didn't get shipped 2 hours away from you. You can actually stay with your family member. So it's great for families, and it's also great for patients because if you've ever had somebody transfer, there's always a risk in that. So telemedicine that's the way we're going. How many millennials are here? You guys are the people that are driving it because y'all don't like to go to the doctor. And those texts, a lot of those text messages I get on Health Tap are from young people who either don't have insurance or don't want to face-to-face with the doctor. So I think in some ways, I don't think I'm going to be unemployed because of it, but I think it will change the way we practice, for sure.
Wow, that was incredible. Well, before we go to the audience and take your specific questions, let's give our panelists a big hand. So if you have a question, all you have to do is raise your hand and stand up and ask your question. Yes, sir.
How you doing? My name is Walil. I have a question for Dr. Buffington. You mentioned the children have ADHD. I always get the letters mixed up. How do you know the difference between now versus when they was growing up? Because when I was growing up, I was in the dirt, playing, jumping off of whatever I could jump off of as a little boy. But now that they jump off of a swing or do things now, how do you know the difference between then and now?
Well, so definitely there is, this is just my opinion, there's no expert here. This is just my opinion is that there is an overdiagnosis now. There was a really cool study that was done, and it showed in every state where no child left behind was instituted, the rate of ADHD rose about 5 to 7%. I don't think that's by coincidence. I think we expect children to sit still a lot longer than we did. I think we expect them to be quiet a lot longer than we did back in the day. And so it's the same. To answer your question, it's the same. What makes a child ADHD or ADD is really their function. So once you have lost function, meaning you can't learn your ABC because you're so, the psychomotor agitation is so much so that you aren't able to do what you need to do, then it becomes pathological. But movement in children is normal. I'm going to say that again. Movement in children is normal. Exactly the opposite that's not normal. So there's really no difference except that I think there's an overdiagnosis which we have to be very, very careful about because the medications that are used to treat this are not without consequence. So generally if a child is less than 7, I would generally recommend play therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, or some therapy before we go to a medication. So the answer to your question, there really is no difference between them and them.
Were you saying Health Tap? What was the name of it?
Health
Tap.
Tap.
Okay.
If you have a question,